Hey fellow YouTubers, world, everybody out there. Just took my sugar and it's a beautiful 5.8. So it's totally been within spec the last few months. At this stage I just want to come on and give a quick ho-ho to everyone. Sorry about that. Because I'm really feeling like shit today and I'm looking like shit too. So it's going to be a really brief message. The household is all shitty today except for my beautiful son. He's always happy. He's playing his Xbox today, which is great. At least he gets time away from the school stuff. He does anyway. So yeah, so everyone else is shitty. The 3 adults in the house are shitty and in their rooms. That includes me, feeling like shit today. At this stage I can't even fold any washing because I feel like shit and I look like shit too, as you can see. But you know, this is life and that's what my channel is all about. The truth and my life, I guess. So geez, glad I can laugh. Yeah, so I have been sitting back and relaxing all day today. I haven't done anything yet. I haven't eaten yet actually either. I just went downstairs and I came up with a horrific sore back, so I don't plan on making myself anything too soon. I'll probably have something for dinner, if that. Yeah, so there's really not much going on in my household at the moment. People just aren't happy. My husband's not happy again, and he's not happy because I told him that we won't be putting our total amount towards our home loan. I'll be keeping some of it. I mean, it's my money ultimately anyway. I got it through a total permanent disability, so I don't want to have to live week by week. You know, I need to rely on my daughter to get my medication most of the time. I can't afford to because debts are just coming out of her ears as it is. I've had to suspend our health insurance. The car insurance has reversed, so the bank didn't pay that. My rego, I think that's been paid. I think the bank paid it, but I don't know. They could reverse it for all I know. So I've got 2 accounts that I use for every day, and both of them are overdrawn. One's overdrawn by about $800 and one's overdrawn by about $150. So any cash flow that I do that comes in at the moment is going to go straight towards those drawn accounts. So yeah, so there you go. So I can't afford any of my next fortnight's medication. However, in saying that, I've still got a week and a bit to go. So I'll worry about that as it comes to light, I guess. So yeah, he's upset about that, so he's not talking to me, and that's my penalty, I guess, for not wanting to put the whole amount behind the home deposit. And apparently he knew that's what I was going to do. He knew I'd do that. So yeah, anyway, it's a pity that such childish, you know, excuses need to affect adults, you know. And I'm not saying he's just to blame. I'm saying I'm to blame as well for that. So yeah, and my daughter, well, what did she not talk? Oh, I started unpacking some of my mum's stuff. I wanted to put her bedspread onto my bed, so I washed that yesterday. But she brought up, what did she bring up yesterday? She brought up something that we had a fight about during the week, and I basically said to her, this is what I got out of it. I don't know what she got out of the fight. I basically said to her that, you know, it's about me. It's not about her feelings or anything like that in relation to my mother's stuff. I'm not going to go into it too much because she doesn't like me talking about her in my vlogs, and that's fair enough. But when it affects my emotions, then I will talk about my side of things. And you know, if she ever at any stage wants to come in and talk about her side of things, then so be it. I only think that's fair. You know, social media sites aren't what they're worked up to be, and that's why I cancelled my major Facebook page, my major Instagram page, my Snapchat, Twitter, everything. I just cut back, and I've just basically got one friend now, and we act as sisters together. So I've got one friend on Facebook and she only has Facebook. I don't have any friends on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. But I do have, people that do follow me that are strangers. So hopefully my word will get out through that type of based people. But I think what I'm trying to get at here is that Facebook wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought you could air your emotions and your opinions and your feelings on there, but you really can't. It's not what it's cracked up to be. It's not at all. And that's why I turned to the YouTube platform, is because I see a lot of vlogs on there and a lot of vlogs that, that appear to be sort of exactly like mine. You've got beauty, you've got, I just can't think of it at the moment because I'm just sort of brain fogged again through my medication. But yeah, and here I was saying it was going to be a very short vlog. But anyway, so I'm going to try and hit this folding. I try and hit it by sitting down. Obviously I can't fold clothing standing up. It is a beautiful day on the Gold Coast today, as you can see, all blue skies. I've got my frames up on my windowsills of my mum and my dad, and my dad when he was in the Navy. Some of their stuff they had up in their last house, which was at Blairgowrie in Victoria. It's been a bit of a touchy subject lately in regards to my mum. I never ever thought I'd have this type of reaction, or I'd mourn this way. Like my dad, I thought I did most of my mourning while my mum was alive. We knew pretty much she was dying. Well, I did anyway, pretty much that she was dying from the stage where she said no to a kidney transplant and yes to dialysis, which only gave her 10 years on her life. Because at that stage, the reason why they say renal dialysis, even if you're waiting for a kidney transplant, is because both your kidneys don't work. And Mum really didn't, I don't think she understood this from the very beginning, or if she did, she didn't tell us. And I didn't look into it myself, and I only found out through the late end of her having renal dialysis that the reason for her renal dialysis was because she's in kidney failure. That was 10 years ago. So if she didn't have it back then, she would have only had months to live. So, and I didn't really work that out until later in her renal dialysis years. So yeah, and I thought I did most of my mourning then, as I did with my father. Every moment away from Dad, I'd have these emotions. But anyway, so that's kicked up a bit of a emotional stuff between myself and my daughter, and I'd say the reason why that's doing it for her is she's grieving in her own little way as well, and that's so understanding, totally understand that. But I think two hot heads together, so we're not talking at the moment either. So we've got 3 adults in the house and none of us are talking to each other. Sometimes I think that my husband's quite sexist in some of his views, but yeah, so anyway, that is going to be it. I'm going to wrap it up under 10 minutes today. It's Saturday here on the Gold Coast in Australia, and it's an afternoon. I don't even know what time it is, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. It's 5 to 4 p.m, so I've spent most of my day in bed, sleeping on and off. It's my meds, and as I said, I felt pretty good before I woke up and stood up. Went downstairs to actually get a bottle of cold water, but lo and behold, I didn't manage to go and get a bottle of cold water. It was actually the same bottle I bought up last night or this morning, so I'm going to have to stick to that because I'm not going back down again. And no one's talking to me, so I don't think I'll be pestering them. I think I'm just going to let these guys go through their own little emotional stuff. I'm going to quit it under 10 minutes, and I've got about 30 seconds to go. And I will upload it, and then we'll get to folding. And it might actually take me a whole week to fold these clothes. The last lot did, so it took me 2 weeks actually to fold the last lot. So you guys take care out there in YouTube land, and I pray that you and your families don't go through any troublesome times, and that if you do, I pray that you work it out quick, smart, so that you can all enjoy time with each other. Also, if you're not already subscribed, please do so, and please hit that button. Please ding dong my bell down below near the subscribe thing, and when I upload my next video, you can be aware of it. So you'll become part of my notification squad, as I'm hearing all these YouTubers say. So subscribe, like, and don't forget to ding dong my bell. It's out for now, guys and girls, and hopefully your weekend will be superb, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow on Sunday. Until then, take care.